Welcome back to MTSU for Game 2 between the Pioneers of Volunteer State and the Bucks of Motlow State. See Motlow State finishing up their infield outfield practice, or as it's known now, in and out. And we will be getting started. Game time was supposed to be 12:45. Probably not going to get started right away, but not sure who the starting pitcher is for the Pioneers. I believe it might be, let's see, Caden Johnson, Mason Raffoff getting loose out there. Might be Brett Dowling, though. This is the only name on the lineup card that I see on Coach McGuire's lineup. Let's get to the Toyota of Gallatin starting lineups. First for the visiting Motlow State Bucks, Irvin Hernandez leading off, playing shortstop. John Hale in center field, batting second. Batting third, Grant Godwin, the right fielder. Caleb Moran behind the plate, hitting cleanup. C.J. Robertson, one of the DHs. He'll hit fifth. Caleb Gupton at first base, batting sixth. Tanner Jones in left field, batting seventh. Tucker Allen playing third base, hitting eighth, and a 9-hole hitter, an extra hitter, Barron Ratliff, will bat ninth. Ryder Morey at second base, batting 10th. And Nick Schulte, I believe, is there, where it says Schutte, S-C-H-U-T-T-E, 6'2", 200-pound sophomore, transfer from Western Kentucky. He's from Louisville, Kentucky. He will face a Pioneers lineup that goes like this. Leading off, playing shortstop, Zach Zimmerly. Batting second, center fielder Reggie Cooper. Behind the plate, Jacob Hyder. He'll hit third. Walker Strange, the DH, hitting cleanup. In left field, Drew Webster batting fifth. Cannon Lewis at first base, batting sixth. Cedric Harris Jr. batting seventh. An extra hitter, Noah Ward at third base, hitting eighth. Cam Hodges out in right field. He'll bat ninth. And Jack McLaury playing second base and batting 10th. Each team hitting 10 batters. And as I said, I believe it is Brett Dowling who will get on the mound for All State. Pioneers lost game one of the doubleheader, 5-2 against Columbia State. Had a 4-run third inning that provided the majority of the scoring. See the head coaches, Jim McGuire and Dan. Why have I forgotten Dan's last name? I'll remember it. He's not. It doesn't have it on their roster. The athletic director last year, or the interim athletic director, and now has had that job taken away. But he was just telling me that Dan McShay, I think that's right, Dan McShay, just also teaches classes for the Motlow State Community College. Got a couple players back, names that I recognize from a year ago. John Hale was an excellent player and center fielder for them. Tucker Allen at third base, a two-way player, pitcher and a third baseman. Irvin Hernandez is a redshirt freshman last year, redshirt sophomore this year. They've lost a couple significant players from a year ago's roster. Caleb Valdez, Julius Scarce, Jackson Cothran, who is an institution behind the plate for the Bucks, has moved on to Ohio University up in Athens. We'll get to know these players a little bit more. I didn't have as much time between games to choke down a sandwich and get the lineups. Hernandez hit .314 a year ago in 41 games, 33 starts. Let's see if I think it's pronounced Shooty. I'm going to go with that unless I'm corrected. It's not on Motlow State's roster a year ago. He must have been up at Western Kentucky last year. He is a sophomore, so apparently he got in some games a year ago. As the Pioneers are taking the field, it is Brett Dowling out on the mound for Vol State. Sophomore from Mount Juliet, Green Hill High School. Brett's a 6'2", 195-pound right-hander, computer science major, the son of Chad and Shelley Dowling. Has a granddaddy in Bowling Green, a grandma in Portland, Poppy in Madison, Alabama, and a nana in Central City. Also has twin sisters, Ashley and Erin. Dowling, 4 appearances thus far in the fall, 5 innings pitched, giving up 3 hits, 5 runs, only 3 earned, 5 walks, 6 strikeouts, has hit a batter. Is looking for a strong showing, probably scheduled for 2 innings. Then we will sure see Caden Johnson and Mason Raffoff. Pioneers sent 4 pitchers to the rubber in game 1 in 7 innings. Parker White, Noah Eatman, and Caleb Pika got 2 innings apiece. Trent Miller had a tough go of it in his 1 inning of work. But he'll bounce back. He's a freshman. He's coming back from injury, so he's working through some things. Anticipate big things from Trent Miller. So Drew Webster will move from right to left field. Here in game 2, Reggie Cooper stays in center. Cam Hodges gets the start out in right field. Noah Ward at third base. Zach Zimmerly, redshirt freshman, at short. True freshman Jack McGlory at second. And Cannon Lewis, who was a DH in game 1, is out at first base. Jacob Hyder behind the plate. Freshman from Boone County, Kentucky. That's up in northern Kentucky, just across the Ohio River from Cincinnati. And we are about set for game 2 action here at Middle Tennessee State University at the TCCAA showcase. And the first pitch gets Irvin Hernandez dancing. We are underway. 12:49 p.m. Central Time. 85 degrees and partly cloudy. Dowling delivers a fastball outside. Count goes 2 balls and no strikes to Hernandez. From Georgia, transfer from MTSU. Gets one down the first base line. That's fair. Past the diving Cannon Lewis. They'll get into right field, and Cam Hodges will dig it out of there. Hernandez will drop the anchor at second base with a leadoff double right down the first base line. John Howell will step in from the right side. Brett Dowling will have to work out of a leadoff single or leadoff double by Irvin Hernandez. Fastball dives down toward his feet. Hale hit .333 at 28 starts in 39 games. 4 doubles, 8 home runs, 28 RBIs. And that one goes right by his chin and gets off the glove of Hyder. And Hernandez will move up to third base on the wild pitch. Control issues coming in for Brett Dowling. Fouled off to the right side. That'll catch the screen and dribble down to the first base coach, whose name is also not shown on the roster. Dowling had 6 appearances in the spring for head coach Jim McGuire, 6 2/3 innings, 5 walks and 3 hit batters. He is trying to dial in. Hyder must have gotten crossed up with that pitch. Not sure what happened. Now time's called as Jacob will go out to talk to Brett about the signs. What we used to call boxing one. I mean, he just totally did not expect that pitch coming in. Apparently it called a breaking pitch. John Hale now with a runner at third, nobody out, looking to drive a ball into the outfield. 3-1 pitch grounded up the middle. That'll get a run in. Tough play for McLaury. Gloves, but will not be able to get Hale, and that'll be an infield single. And Motlow State leads 1-0 after 2 batters. Chopper right over the head of Brett Dowling. He had no chance, and McLaury, once he got over Dowling's head, that was going to be a tough play for the freshman second baseman as Hale runs well. There's a drive into right field. That will get down in front of Hodges. He's going to throw to second and will not get Hale as Zach Zimmerly playing first baseman there at second base. The throw just a hair late. It is 3 straight hits off the bats of the Bucks. Runners at first and second, still nobody out. Caleb Moran steps to the plate. He's the catcher. Freshman from Coffee County High School, close to Motlow State. Breaking pitch misses outside. Moran 6'2", 210 pounds from Hillsboro, Tennessee. Runner goes from second, swing and a miss. The throw goes into left field in foul territory. 1 run will score. And the other runner will end up on third base on the errant throw. Stolen base for Hale in the E2. Will score Hale with the second run in the inning. 1 ball, 1 strike count to Moran. Able to hold up on that breaking pitch. Tough start here in the first for Brett Dowling. Fastball misses down. Count goes 3 balls and a strike. Has not walked a batter, but the command in the strike zone has not been there. 3-1 pitch popped up. That will get out of play to the right side. Lewis a couple steps into foul territory, and he holds up of a full count. Ministries full count. Slight breeze blowing from center field toward the third base line. There's a breaking pitch called, strike 3 on the inside corner. Dowling needed that one. Brings C.J. Robertson, one of the DHs, to the plate. Hit in front of him. He will swing it from the left side. Dowling looking for an infield pop-up or another strikeout. Infield is back in the top of the first. Fastball up in the zone at 88 miles an hour. Robertson swings and misses. Transfer from Bevel State Community College. I would assume it means he was a teammate with Mason Raffoff, who's left-handed pitcher for the Pioneers. He was at Bevel State last year. Fouled down toward the bullpen. It just gets over the fence. Out into the grass. Columbia State player who's waiting on this game to finish, and then they'll take on the Motlow State Bucks, where it'll be a battle of the greens. That is a changeup delivered out to right center field. Nobody's going to get to that one. That one drops, does not get to the fence, but C.J. Robertson is going to head to third to throw, not in time. That is a triple to the gap, driving in another run, and the fourth hit of the inning. Hit high and deep, just not hard and deep. I didn't see the exit velocity on that one, but Caleb Gupton, the first baseman, with one out and a runner at third. He will start to look back at the umpire like that ball hit him, but umpires said no. Gupton, who probably wants to swing the stick anyway, is not going to argue. If this was a spring game, there might have been some argument. Swing and a miss. Looked like maybe there was a flutter on that left elbow. So double to lead off the inning for Irvin Hernandez, and back-to-back singles. Gupton not able to hold up on that one, and the home plate umpire did actually call the swing and miss. Jacob Hyder started to ask for the opinion of the first base umpire, but was not needed. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Now a swing and a miss on another fastball up, and that will end the inning. As not sure how many pitches that Brett Dowling pitched, but 25 pitch limit in the inning. And Motlow State ends up scoring 3 runs on 4 hits. There was 1 error. And we won't count left on base when you finish the inning with 2 outs. So a 25 pitch limit here in the half innings. So we'll take a break and come back for the bottom of the first, see how the Pioneers fare with the sticks in hand. You're listening to the Vol State Sports Network. Zach Zimmerly, Reggie Cooper, and Jacob Hyder. First three scheduled for head coach Jim McGuire's Pioneers to face Nick Schutte. Schutte. First pitch swinging, Zach Zimmerly from Hendersonville High School, redshirt freshman. Takes strike two. And down the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Zimmerly hitting .375 in the fall. Scored 7 runs, which leads the squad, and nearly gets plunked with that breaking pitch. On base average is .643. He does have 3 hits in 8 official plate appearances, but has walked 6 times. One behind Jacob Hyder, who's hitting 3rd in the order, and Zimmerly goes down swinging. Reggie Cooper, 1 for 3 in game 1 today. 2 strikeouts and then a hard hit double down into left field. Schutte misses with that. Offering, tried to catch that outside corner. Cooper 6'2", 200-pound transfer, swings and misses. And a breaking pitch. On deck, Jacob Hyder. Cooper now with 3 doubles in the fall. Started to go on the fastball that rode in on him. Count goes 2 balls and a strike. We got 1 ball, 2 strikes on the scoreboard. That will go foul and land right at the feet of Jim McGuire in his 3rd year with Vol State. 26 years here at MTSU. 20 as an assistant coach to Steve Peterson, and 6 as the head man from 2012 till 2018. 2-2 pitch goes high, and according to my scoreboard, we got a full count. Ministries full count. Scoreboard says 2-2, so actually it still says, there we go. Okay. It's got full count up there now. And, a delayed call by the home plate umpire, and Cooper goes down looking. He got, back in the day, we used to say he had to take time to flip the coin. Not an immediate strike 3 call. Looked like he was calling ball 4 and then thought about it. Said, we're here for outs. Jacob Hyder pops one up. That should get out of play, and it will. Way out of play. There's a dog down there on a leash, and he looked like he was wanting to go after that one. Went right by his nose. Through another fence, and he couldn't get his slobber on it. Hyder looks at that breaking pitch down in the dirt. Jacob Hyder, couple of hits, 1 double in 9 official plate appearances, but as I said, 7 walks, a .563 on base percentage. A 1-1 count. He hits one out to Tanner Jones for out number 3. That is Tanner Jones out there, not his twin brother Tyler. I have to see if Tyler's actually on their roster as well. Maybe he transferred. They were both at Middle Tennessee State University. But Tanner looks like the only Jones on the Motlow State roster, and he will lead off the top of the 2nd inning for the Bucks. No runs, no base runners for the Pioneers. We'll go to the top of the 2nd on the Vol State Sports Network. Summit Concrete call to the bullpen for the Pioneers. New pitcher on for head coach Jim McGuire. Caden Johnson, left-hander out of Huntsville, Alabama. 6'3", 200-pound redshirt sophomore. Son of Joe and Shayna Johnson, a brother to Miles. And hello to Mimi and Granddaddy down in Gadsden, Alabama, and Big J in Lacey Springs, Alabama, and Nana in Panama City Beach. Maybe listening in on the Vol State Sports Network. Haven't checked our chats yet. Many times Mimi checks in on a chat. Used to do it. Keith Bell's checking in, says, let's go Pioneers. Keith, I want to know who you're connected with. I found out that appears, unless you're using an undercover name, you're not connected with Stephen Bell. As Tanner Jones steps in, lefty on lefty matchup, just what he was wanting. The red shirt freshman transfer from right here at Middle Tennessee State University, and I've seen this young man play since he was in Little League. Fouls that one off. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike to the left-handed identical twin, Tanner Jones, Tyler Jones out of Goodlettsville, Tennessee. They played their baseball at Good Pasture, won at least 1, maybe 2 state titles. And he will get a called strike on a slider from Caden Johnson. Johnson took a year off and back with the Pioneers in the 3rd year out of high school. Tanner just gets a piece of that one. Stays alive. Johnson in 2022 at 11 appearances, 9 starts. It was tied for the lead for Vol State pitchers, 4-3 record. Jones started to go. They'll check down at third base, and the appeal is no, he did not go, and I agree with that call. That was a stacked team at Good Pasture the year that Tanner Jones graduated, and he takes a breaking pitch in the back there to get on base to lead off the 2nd inning. Tucker Allen steps in. Tucker, a redshirt sophomore. Johnson looks at first and delivers. First pitch swinging. Allen fouls that one off. Allen hit .308 in the spring at 33 hits, 3 doubles, 10 home runs. That led the Bucks squad, 34 RBIs. Also led Motlow State. There's a ground ball that will squeak through the left side into left field. First 2 runners on here again for Motlow State. Brett Dowling pitches through the 1st inning, pitches to 6 batters. Gives up 4 hits, strikes out 2 batters, but gives up 3 runs. There was an error mixed in there, but all those runs were earned, as that run would have scored anyway. So Caden Johnson going to have to pitch out of a bit of a jam here as the first 2 have reached. Barron Ratliff, an extra hitter, stepping in from the right side with Ryder Morey on deck, 10-hole hitter. Zimmerly moves back into his position. There's a slider, gets in for a called strike. If you weren't with us in game 1, this is also a umpire's training weekend as well. This is the 3rd day of the showcase, and umpires from all over, probably Middle Tennessee, Northern Alabama, Southern Kentucky, That pitch fouled off to the right side. Are here to work on their craft as well. We have Jeff Wright is down behind the screen just next to the third base dugout. Saw him down here. I don't know the other fellow who's down there with him, but I don't know how many different umpires they have out here today, but they changed home plate umpires every inning in game one. That ball's in and out of the glove of Jacob Hyder. It was wide, but that'll be a pass ball. And ball got full count up on the board. I think he just said 2-2. So a pass ball moves the runners to second and third. With nobody out. He started to go, and I think he did go. They'll check down to first base, and he says no, he did not go. So now we have a full count. That's a surprise right there. I thought he went around. Ratliff standing in there with a full count and 2 runners in scoring position. You look at a breaking pitch, and he is rung up on that slider that broke more down than it did across, it looked like to me. Caden Johnson needed that strikeout. His first of the ball game, and that brings Ryder Morey, the second baseman, to the plate. Morey, a sophomore, Moore County High School. Strike called, Lynchburg, Tennessee. One of my former bosses, Keith Moses, I believe, lives down in Moore County. Retired FBI Assistant Special Agent in charge in Nashville, Tennessee. He's a farmer now. Just missed on the outside corner. Caden Johnson looking for that call. Does not get it. Morey, 6 foot, 185 pound. Two-way player, shows him a right-handed pitcher and an infielder. It's that one just over the leaping Zach Zimmerly. Drew Webster has it pop out of his glove, but no advancement by the other runners. But runners now at first and third, and another run in as Morey gets an RBI single. Softly hit. But he hit it just over the outstretched glove of the leaping Zach Zimmerly, and runners now at the corners. Right now that's an unearned run with the pass ball that got the runner to third base. Depends on what happens. At the top of the lineup, Irvin Hernandez here. He swings and fouls that one at the plate. Hernandez doubled right inside the first base bag and down the right field line to lead off the ball game off of Brett Dowling. Ended up stealing third. I'm sorry, he was wild pitch to third. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Comes in at 87 miles an hour. Scored on the infield single by John Hale. 0-2 count. We'll see if they go back to that high fastball again. Probably don't want to go with a breaking ball in the dirt. They go with a fastball low and in, but not enticing enough for Hernandez to go after it. I thought he stepped up there at the plate left-handed the first time. He's a switch hitter, batting from the right side. Another one inside and tight. Thanks for joining me for Game 2 of today's doubleheader action. We'll be on the road again next Saturday, as Hernandez has worked an 0-2 count to a full count. Ministries full count. Pioneers will travel to Millington, Tennessee, just outside of Memphis at USA Stadium, and play a doubleheader against a couple Illinois community colleges. One is Frontier Community College, who they played. Ball is driven out to center field. This will score a run. Reggie Cooper makes the catch, and the throw, and no first baseman there to cut the ball off, as Cannon Lewis now at first base realizes he needed to be over there. Throw came all the way to the plate. Or run number 5. Tucker Allen comes in to score. Ryder Morey stays at first base. So 2 runs come across in the inning on the sacrifice fly RBI by Hernandez. Now 2 outs. John Hale steps in. He had an infield single right over the head of the pitcher. Scored Hernandez for the first run of the ball game. Pioneers giving up 3 runs in the first, now 2 here in the second inning. Gave up 5 runs to Columbia State in game 1, losing 5-2. Pioneers will play Frontier Community College. I believe that's game 1 next Saturday. Nope, that's game 2. Play State Fair out of Missouri. That ball is into left field, and they're going to, Dan McShay was trying to wave him on because they knew that was going to be the last batter, single in the left field. That will end the inning as Motlow State will send 6 more batters to the plate. That's why McShay was waving him on, kind of like Little League. Run till they stop you. Motlow State with 3 more hits, 2 more runs, no errors. Won't count left on base again. John Hale's now 2 for 2. We'll go to the bottom of the second. You're listening to the Vol State Sports Network. Tim Reese back on the Vol State Sports Network, YouTube and Twitter. Thanks for joining us. Beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee at the TCCAA Showcase. Walker Strange, Drew Webster, and Cannon Lewis to face Nick Schutte. Walker Strange transfer from Lipscomb University, where this showcase was played last year. Walker from Knoxville, Tennessee, CAK, Christian Academy of Knoxville, where he played his high school. Several guys on the Pioneer squad from the Knoxville area. He drives that one into center field. It's a first base hit for Vol State. Took about the 5th inning before Vol State got their first hit in game 1. Actually, the 6th inning. Only had 2 hits, double by Reggie Cooper and a home run solo shot by Brody Melton. Drew Webster steps in. Drew was 0 for 3, lined into a double play, struck out twice. Webster has to back away to that fastball in at 89 miles an hour. Fans here and coaches seeking the shade that is right in front of the press box. Fastball catches that outside corner, and Drew now down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Webster from Christ Presbyterian Academy. He's a sophomore at Vol State, got in a handful of games last year. Thought he was going to get hit in the hip with that breaking pitch, but ended up having enough bend to get in front of him. It's one high in the air, shallow left field. Out goes Hernandez, but in comes Tanner Jones. Make the catch for out number 1. Hernandez started to wave the arms to say, hey, I'm under it, I got it. But Jones must have hollered loud enough that Hernandez got out of the way. Cannon Lewis will step in, the redshirt sophomore transfer from Roane State Community College. Could not hold up on that breaking pitch. Lewis 0 for 2 in game 1. He also walked. Jones in left, Hale in center, Godwin in right. Allen at third, Hernandez at short, Morey at second, Gupton is at first base, and Moran behind the plate, catching Nick Schutte. Lewis is a quiet, reserved young man with a whole lot of power. Fastball at the knees, called strike. There's a home run that he hit at Pioneer Field at Vol State. 2-run shot. Got up into the scoreboard. Breaking pitch, called strike 3, and Cannon knew it. He was hoping that the home plate umpire blinked during that one, but he did not. There's the 3rd strikeout for Schutte, the transfer from WKU. Thedrick Harris steps in. They call him Thed or Theddy. He got jammed on that one and thankfully went foul. .6'2", 215-pound redshirt freshman from Nashville's John Overton High School. Son of Thedrick Harris Sr. and Clarissa Harris. Senior in Shreveport, Louisiana, and Miss Clarissa Harris in Nashville. Hopefully they're listening in to the Vol State Sports Network on YouTube or Twitter. There's a line drive. It gets into right field for a base hit. Thedrick Harris stays hot. Atta boy, Thed. It is Thedrick Harris's 5th hit in 8 official plate appearances. Came in hitting .571. That average goes up. Noah Ward steps to the plate. Swing and a miss. Ward, one of the Knoxville contingent. He and Landon Luderman from Knoxville Catholic. This is Noah Ward's 3rd year out of high school. Luderman's 2nd. Foul ball off the screen. Ward now down in the count 0-2. In the spring, Ward got some time on the mound but did not get a plate appearance. This fall, just the opposite. Getting time in the batter's box and not on the mound. 6'2", 200-pound sophomore. Kicks off the dugout. Caroms into fair territory, and Tucker Allen will pick it up and toss it to head coach Jim McGuire, who coached down at third base. Shane Kemp, volunteer assistant coach down at first base. Sam Folks, pitching coach, also at this time a volunteer assistant coach. Another tapper that will get into the Pioneer dugout. Somebody with a glove on makes a snag right next to Jack McLaury, who's in the hole behind Cam Hodges, who's on deck. So 2 outs, 2 on. The Pioneers looking for that Framework Athletics first run of the game. There is a base hit in front of Tanner Jones. They're going to try to send him. The throw to the plate, cut off, and the throw home is in time to get Walker Strange. And the Pioneers are denied that Framework Athletics first run of the game, but Noah Ward delivers his first base hit of the fall. So a nice play by Tanner Jones to hit the cutoff man. Tucker Allen, who delivers the strike to the plate to get Walker Strange. No runs, 3 hits in the inning, no errors, 2 runners left on base. After 2, Motlow State leads 5-0. Hearing a song here played at Reese Smith Jr. Field, and I heard this is one of my grandson's new favorite song. It's called "I Wish Grandpa's Never Died." Just actually looked at the words of that song the other day. Guess we can't really play it very long. We'll get kicked off of YouTube, but pretty nice. Your almost 6-year-old grandson that likes a song that talks about you. He does have 2 other grandpas down in Mississippi as well, but I think he's talking about me. We move to the top of the 3rd inning. New pitcher on for the Pioneers, a Summit Concrete call to the bullpen. Alex Qualls, the new pitcher, sophomore, a redshirt sophomore, 5'9", 160 pounds from Lipscomb Academy. He will face 3, 4, and 5 in the Motlow State lineup. It's Grant Godwin, Caleb Moran, and C.J. Robertson. A single, strikeout, and a triple in the 1st inning. Lifted to left field, high and deep. Drew Webster going back, and he will run into the wall, and the ball will hit off the wall. Godwin will Superman slide into third base with a triple. Second triple of the ball game for the Bucks. It was close to getting out of here. Godwin now 2 for 2. Caleb Moran, who struck out looking, steps to the plate. Third leadoff batter in the game to reach base. Breaking pitch misses out. Qualls is a business management major, the son of Reagan and Chad Jones in Nashville and Alan Qualls in Franklin. And gone 2 balls and no strikes to the Bucks catcher. Red shirted, had a medical red shirt this past spring. Got in 5 games in 2022. Now gone 3-0 after giving up a triple to left center field. 5 1/3 innings pitched in 2022. Give up 5 hits, walked 4, struck out 7. Looking to rebound after recovering from an arm injury and a 4-pitch walk to Moran. Puts runners at the corners. Brought to you by Line to Line, thanks to Stephen Dotson and Line to Line and Game Time Sports Field, Bill Marbott, as they have helped to get Pioneer Field regulation ready with some netting and padding all around the dugouts and at the field. Dirt work last year as well. Breaking pitch falls out of the hand a little bit early. Qualls now 5 straight pitches outside the zone. As I see Mason Raffoff getting loose down in the Ball State bullpen. Throw over to first, not in time. Qualls looking for an out any way he can get it. C.J. Robertson hit a high fly ball to right center field that dropped and apparently has wheels. The runner goes. Pitch is called a strike. Throw to second. Play at the plate. Comes out of Jacob Hyder's glove. Great throw by Zach Zimmerly, and on the tag, Hyder has the ball come out. And a run scores. Pitch was called a strike. I think that'll have to be an E2 on the tag. Stolen base for Moran, and he moves to third on the error. Bucks have scored in each of the first 3 innings of this ball game. 3 in the first, 2 in the second, and 1 here in the third. Pioneer pitching has not been able to retire the Bucks in the inning, as 6 batters have come to the plate each of the first 2 innings, and with the 25 pitch limit, the inning was ended with runners on. That's a hard hit ball. Cannon Lewis thought about coming home, but decides to make the correct decision and just get the out. RBI ground out for C.J. Robertson. Another hard hit ball. Caleb Gupton steps in. He struck out in the first. Breaking pitch misses inside. Grant Godwin led off the inning with a triple off the left center field wall. Caleb Moran walked, and on a double steal, Grant Godwin ended up coming in to score. Not a stolen base. I ruled it an error on the catch and the tag as a dropped tag by Jacob Hyder. Stolen base to Moran, who then moved to third on that error. Scores on the ground out, and there's the second walk of the inning given up to Caleb Gupton, and that brings Tanner Jones to the plate. He was hit by a pitch, later scored in the second. Throw over to first, and Cannon Lewis has to get off his feet for that one. Gupton back in time. Ashley Bostic checked in. I just now saw on the chat. Caden Johnson's aunt, I assume. Feel free to send in a chat. Let me know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. Walls comes set and delivers. That is now 7 straight wide ones. Alex Qualls on a 25 pitch limit. That doesn't get you a lot of batters. .30 pitch, catches the outside corner, and Tanner Jones has to left turn and come on back to the plate. Transfer from right here at MTSU. He and his twin brother Tyler, I believe, came over here. Played with a whole bunch of people who went on to play college baseball, and 2 that got drafted, Carson Rucker and Jared Elkins, who was a Wright State commit. Let's say the Dodgers drafted Elkins. The Tigers drafted Carson Rucker in the 4th round. Carson Rucker, the brother of Jake Rucker, who's in the Twins organization. So 2 on, and now 9 straight. No, not. We had a strike in there, didn't we? 2 walks in a row and 3 walks in the inning. This might be the last batter, and it's Tucker Allen in the inning. So we'll see if Dan McShay plays Little League Baseball. As another one gets by Jacob Hyder. Another pass ball. Not sure what's happening. Hyder can't see the ball, or if there was another miscommunication there on the pitch call or not, but it was not that wild of a pitch. Just glanced off of Jacob Hyder's glove. 2nd and 3rd, and there's a base hit in the left field. They'll go ahead, and he's going to hold up the runner as that throw is cut off. 8th run come in, and no, we will have another batter, it appears. Tucker Allen, RBI single. He's now 2 for 2. Baron Ratliff steps to the plate. Another day that the Pioneers are going to want to forget. This is now 3 games in a row for Vol State that has not been pretty. 14-0 loss to Frontier Community College last Sunday. Ground ball to third. Noah Ward will throw on to second base. Another run scores, and they will turn the inning around as an RBI fielder's choice will end the inning. Tanner Jones does come home to score, so that's 4 runs in the inning on 2 hits, or 3 walks, 1 error, and a pass ball, and another inning that Pioneers do not get 3 outs. Tough game here for Vol State. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9-0. Motlow State leads. We'll take a break. You're listening to the Vol State Sports Network. New pitcher on for the Bucks of Motlow State, Caden Alvey. Get his turn on the bump for head coach Dan McShay. Alvey, 0-2 record a year ago, 8 appearances, 7 starts, 24 plus innings of work, 43 hits, 26 runs, 16 walks, 28 strikeouts. First pitch swinging Cam Hodges. Gets his first plate appearance of the ball game. Cam from Sevier County, Sevierville, Tennessee. Another one of the full count D group position players. He's a redshirt freshman. Cam 6 foot, 195 pounds. Transportation and logistics major at Vol State. This one high and out to right center field, but John Hale over and makes the catch. Cam Hodges came in with 1 hit in 6 official plate appearances. Does have an RBI and a walk. And Jack McGlory steps in against the left-hander and looks at a strike called. McGlory from Independence High School. I believe he's from right down the road here in Las Casas, close to Murfreesboro. Two-way player, also a pitcher. And he'll look at one that when he's on the mound, he's happy to get that call, but when he's in the box, he doesn't want it. 6'1", 155 pounds. Cannot hold up on that breaking pitch. McGlory is from Las Casas, Tennessee, the son of Mike and Ashley McGlory, and 2 quickly out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Back to the top of the order. Zach Zimmerly was a strikeout victim of Nick Schutte, who goes 2 innings, gives up 3 hits, no runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Good outing for Schutte, the WKU transfer. 89 mile-an-hour fastball misses. Count goes 2 balls and no strikes to the son of Jody. Coach Zimmerly, one of the two players for Vol State that assisted me and my son Wilson for Team Reese of the Full Count Fall League this year. Zach Zimmerly and Drew Webster. Zach, the son of Jody and Brandy, and he will take a 4-pitch walk. Reggie Cooper will stand in. Zimmerly's 7th walk of the fall. Now tied with Jacob Hyder. Now 5 straight delivered by Caden Alvey. Alvey from Upton, Kentucky, attended Central Hardin High School. Sophomore, 6'1". They list him at 192 pounds. There's a strike called. Cooper struck out looking in the first. 2 out, 1 on. Popped up. That will get out of play in MGM Industries foul ball. Count moves to 1-2. Following this game, the Motlow Bucks will take on the Columbia State Chargers in the last game of the TCCAA showcase here at MTSU. All 10 teams got 2 games. Cooper swings and misses. He goes down on strikes for the second time, and Alvey retires 3 out of the 4 batters he faces. 2 on strikes. We will head to the top of the 4th inning, 9-0. Motlow State is laying the wood to the Pioneers. We will play the full 7 innings, unless, I don't know if maybe there's a reason that we wouldn't, but I don't think a time limit, a run rule is going to be an issue here, but we have some changes in the field. We'll tell you about them when we come back on the Vol State Sports Network. Summit Concrete called to the bullpen for the Pioneers. Mason Raff off the transfer from Bevel State. 4th pitcher on for the Pioneers. Coach McGuire and Sam Folks looking for the first one of the ball game to get 3 outs in an inning. With the 25 pitch limit, or a bit of a time constraint that these showcase games are under. They don't let you go too deep into an inning, so Raffoff is on. He will deliver to Ryder Morey. First pitch in there for a called strike. Morey had an RBI single in the 2nd inning. Just missed with that fastball. Irvin Hernandez on deck. Breaking pitch sliced down the right field line. That will get out of play just in front of the Motlow State bullpen. Thanks to Chuck Akers, former player here at MTSU, for Coach McGuire, owner of Summit Concrete right here in Murfreesboro, for their support of Vol State baseball and his work in the concrete work in the bullpens at Pioneer Field. New catcher behind the plate, I believe that is Landon Luderman, who has gone in for Jacob Hyder. Tapper toward third base, Noah Ward gloves, throws on to first base to retire Morey. Route number 1, the first time a Pioneer pitcher has retired the leadoff batter. Good start for Raffoff. Irvin Hernandez doubled into first and scored and delivered a sacrifice fly in the second. Looks at a called strike there. Raffoff from Columbia, Tennessee. Attended Columbia Academy. He's a business major. Looking to probably go into computers. He likes coding, he said. I think his dad has a business, invented or developed a code software. As that ball's grounded, that will get through into left field. Hernandez with his second hit of the ball game. John Hale, who's 2 for 2, steps in. First 3 batters have 2 hits apiece. It's now 10 hits for the Bucks. Raffoff delivers to the plate. Pitch goes down. Breaking pitch. Mason, the son of Dale and Kim Raffoff, and the younger brother to James. There's a throw over to first base, and Hernandez back. There's a grandpa and a grandma in Maple, Wisconsin. Cam Hodges' grandma checking in. Karen Roberts rooting on Cam on. It's going to be Dave Eatman. You try to hide there, D. Dietman. 47 says go Nears. Glad to have you down there and just outside of Tampa. Ground ball, that will also get through into left field, but a 5.5 hole, and John Hale's 3 for 3. So 2 ground balls through the left side after a little ground ball to third base. Brings Grant Godwin to the plate. He's singled and tripled. Swinging it from the left side. See what Godwin did in the spring. Hit 183 in 30 games, 19 starts. And he gets hit for his effort here. And the bases are now loaded for Caleb Moran. Pioneers cannot get a clean inning. Had a clean inning, I believe, the very first inning of a doubleheader, a 1-2-3 inning, 3 outs for Caleb Pika, and then have not had a clean inning in the next 10s. That ball pops out of the glove, and Hernandez sees that Landon Luderman did not know where that ball was, and he was off on the pitch in the dirt. He read that dirt ball quickly. As the wild pitch scores Hernandez. ball, no strikes. Another pitch in the dirt to Moran. 2 balls, no strikes. Right now, it doesn't look like any pitcher's going to get 2 innings of work. Another right-hander is warming in the bullpen. Drew Webster still in left. Reggie Cooper, Cam Hodges centered him right. Infield still the same. Noah Ward, Zach Zimmerly. Jack McGlory at second and Kanan Lewis at first. The new catcher is Landon Luderman, and a 4-pitch walk to Caleb Moran. So after getting the first out of the inning, Motlow State has singled, been hit by a pitch, and walked. Base is now loaded, 1 run already in. C.J. Robertson 1 for 2 steps in. Breaking pitch. Beauty that lands right on that outside corner. Robertson from Montgomery, Alabama. Teammates last year right here, Mason Raffoff and C.J. Robertson, I'm assuming. They both, I know that Mason Raffoff played at Bevel State last year, and it shows on the roster that C.J. Robertson transferred from Bevel State. Mason looking for a ground ball, but that's not going to be the one he wants. Jack McGlory will not be able to corral that one to get an out. That'll be an infield single. And the 11th run comes home. Didn't hit it hard, but he found a hole. John Hale comes in to score. Everybody else moves up 90 feet. 3rd hit in the inning for Motlow State. Caleb Gupton looks at a pitch outside. Hits in the ball game for Motlow State. Swing and a miss. Just past 2 o'clock Central. That should get in a run as that ball's hit to center field. Reggie Cooper will make the throw to 3rd. It will be in time to get the out. The question is, did the run come across before the out was recorded? Okay, we got a point as the training is going on right now. He's got to do that. He's got a point, so which I guess that's what he's doing right there, is pointing. So we'll count. That's a double play, fly out and a throw out. As Caleb Moran will be cut down 8-5. Still a sacrifice fly for Caleb Gupton. And an RBI. So let's get the scorekeeping right. I think I got 3 runs and 3 hits in the inning. No errors, and finally we got 3 outs recorded. And one runner left on base. It's ugly here for the Vol State Pioneers, I'll just tell you that. 12-0. You're listening to the Vol State Sports Network. Jacob Hyder will get his at-bat, even though Landon Luterman has come in behind the plate. Hyder might have injured a hand or a thumb or something, so maybe it prevents him from catching but not hitting. Count goes 1-1 Hyder flew out to left field in the first. Caden Alvey back out on the mound for his second inning of work. Doesn't appear to be any changes for the Bucks in the field. Another pop up off to the left side. That looks like that will get out of play. Third baseman Tucker Allen comes over to the Pioneer dugout, shakes hands with whoever's over there. Watches that ball go over the dugout into the grassy area. Count goes 2-2 to Jacob Hyder. Fouled off down the left field line. Caden Johnson out after that one. He's got a lot of energy to work off. Didn't have the outing today that he wanted, but he'll bounce back. Swing and a miss on a slow breaking pitch. Down goes Hyder. Third strikeout for Alvey. Walker Strange, who delivered the first base hit of the ball game for Vol State, steps in. Get a line drive single into center field. He swings and fouls. First pitch he sees. Back that caught a piece of catcher Caleb Moran. 6'2", 210-pound freshman. On deck, Drew Webster. Pioneers scored 2 runs in game 1. They're still looking for their first run of this game. At All-Alosa Framework Athletics, first run of the game. One-two pitch to Walker. Swing and a miss on another breaking pitch. Pioneers just can't slow the bat down on that Alvey breaker. With 2 outs and nobody on, Drew Webster steps in. Drew flew out to left field in the second inning. Wearing the collar for the day. Swings and misses at that outside pitch. After today, halfway through with the fall season, based on scheduled games, does not include the Red-Blue World Series at the end. As Alvey strikes out the side to finish his 2 innings of work and strikes out 5 of the 7 batters that he faces. Does give up 1 walk, no hits, no runs. Clean 4th inning for Caden Alvey. We'll head to the 5th. Find out who the new pitcher is when we return on the Ball State Sports Network. Summit Concrete called to the bullpen for Vol State. Caden Blackford, number 38. The fifth pitcher for Pioneers, 6'2", 175-pound redshirt freshman, White House, Tennessee. Graduated from White House High School in 2022. General Studies major, the son of Jeff and Kim Blackford, brother to Alexa and Davis. Has a pop in Ridgetop and a nana in Foley, Alabama. Mason Raffoff goes a full inning. Gives up 3 hits, 3 runs. They were earned, walked 1, and also hit a batter. Blackford on for his 4th appearance in the fall. He's thrown 2 2/3 innings, giving up 4 hits, 4 runs, only 2 earned. 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. He will face 7, 8, and 9 in the Motlow State lineup. Scheduled as Tanner Jones, Tucker Allen, and Barron Ratliff. We move to the top of the 5th inning. Pioneers looking for their very first 1-2-3 inning here in game 2. Tanner Jones been to the plate twice and yet to have an official plate appearance. Been hit by a pitch and walked, scored twice. Starts to swing the bat there, wishes he would have, as that pitch called a strike at the upper portion of the strike zone as head coach Dan McShay heads down to third base. Swing and a miss on pitch tailing away from Jones. From Goodlettsville, Tennessee, Good Pasture High School. Oh, 2 pitch, misses outside. Brett Dowling, Caden Johnson, Alex Qualls, Mason Raffoff. First 4 pitchers for the Pioneers, and now Caden Blackford will get an inning of work. It's another right-hander getting loose. Looks like Theron Lee out of Hendersonville. Wonder if Good Pasture faced White House in high school baseball. If so, there's a chance these two faced off. I believe Tanner was on the full count fall league of Tanner Sandell that won the championship a couple years ago. He's worked the count full count fall league, full count ministries, full count to Tanner Jones. I ought to know his parents' names, but I don't. John Smithson will know him, though. There's a full count first pitch, foul ball. Waiting on deck, Tucker Allen. Blackford trying to get the leadoff batter for only the 2nd inning in this ball game. He will not do it. Another walk for Tanner Jones. 3 for 3 on on-base percentage, but 0 for 0. A batting average not going up or down, but his on-base percentage is increasing rapidly. Allen's 2 for 2. He's got 2 singles. Blackford misses with that pitch. Allen singled and scored in the 2nd. Singled and drove in a run in the 3rd. Batting here for the 3rd time in 3 innings. Runner does not go, pitches inside. Buck scored 3 in the 1st, 2 in the 2nd, 4 in the 3rd, 3 more in the 4th to take the 12-0 lead. There's a ground ball, maybe too slowly hit to turn 2. Zimmerly charges and throws on the run over to first base. Carson Sanders, our new first baseman, makes the catch, and Tucker Allen out 6-3, and on the play, Jones moves to second base. So Carson Sanders out of Clarksville takes over for Cannon Lewis. Still got Cam Hodges out there in right field, but Luke Lawson has taken over in center field. I believe we might have a new left fielder, and that left fielder is Cooper Wallace. He is playing deep. Looks like he's 10 steps away from the warning track in left field. And maybe he should have been. Cooper, you might want to play on the other side of the fence as he goes right up against the wall, and it hits off the wall. Luke Lawson will retrieve it, and that will be the third triple of the ball game. Off the bat of Barron Ratliff. He about got one out of here. Maybe, I think that is Cooper Wallace out there. It's not Drew Webster any longer, so. RBI triple. Barron Ratliff, and see who we got to the plate. Scheduled for Ryder Morey, and it looks like it is. Breaking pitch misses inside. Morey 1 for 2. So Motlow State has scored in every inning. Pinch hitter on deck for Irvin Hernandez. Roberto Gallardo standing on deck. Kane Blackford has just hit Morey, putting runners at the corners. Gotta believe Coach McGuire is not having a happy day in that dugout today. So pinch hitter Roberto Gallardo, a freshman two-way player, pitcher and infielder, 5'9", 170 pounds, from Spring Hill, Tennessee. Summit High School. I believe, I guess that's probably still Landon Luderman behind the plate. At first I thought maybe that was Drew Plummer, but popped up out of play on the right side. We'll have a pinch runner at first base. Number 2, Barron Cribbs in the game from Dunlap, Tennessee, Sequatchie County High School. 1 ball, 2 strikes, runners at the corners, 1 out, 1 in. Here in the top of the 5th inning. Runner does not go, and that pitch goes behind Gallardo. He's looking around to see if that hit him. Two balls, 2 strikes now to Gallardo. Pinch hitting for Irvin Hernandez, who, if he's done for the game, he finished 2 for 2. 2 runs scored and sac fly, and that will get Gallardo. That will load the bases a second straight hit batter. Coach McGuire may be yelling out and saying, hey, let's roll it. Let's move it. He is cannot be happy with what he's seeing here. A walk 2 hit batters and a triple. Loaded the bases, 1 runs in. Let's see, this may not be John Hale, and it is not. Possibly number 11, Jay Pichardo. Nobody's on deck. I'm sure they're saying this is going to be the last batter of this inning. Number 11 it is. Pichardo or Picardo, P-I-C-H-A-R-D-O, sophomore from North Rockland, New York. He's pinch hitting for John Hale, who went 3 for 3. Swings and fouls that one at the plate. Pichardo started 6 games a year ago, played in 10, went 7 for 27, hit .318 in limited action, 2 RBIs. Down in the count 0-2 here, and breaking pitch driven in the left field. And Cooper Wallace, who's playing very deep, not able to get to that ball in time to throw anybody out there, as 2 more runs come across. And that will end the inning, as we will move further ahead in the ball game. Another game to forget for Vol State. 3 more runs come across for Motlow State. 15-0 shellacking here in game 2 of the showcase today. Tim Reese back at MTSU for the bottom of the 5th inning here in the showcase. The music is continuing. Right on through the first pitch, thrown by Jace Gray. Swing and a miss by Carson Sanders, getting his first action of the ball game. Came in for Cannon Lewis. Carson from Clarksville, Tennessee. 5'11", 200 pounds. Went to Clarksville High School. Son of Jared and Jill Sanders, both Dennis and Fort Campbell. He cannot hold up on that breaking pitch that lands in the dirt, the right-handed batter's box. Has a younger sister, Claire. Papa and Grandma in Alba, Texas, and a pappy and a mammy in Houston, Texas. Drills one in the left field. That will get down, and Carson Sanders has a leadoff single here in the 5th inning. Find his stats here. He gets into the game. He's hitting the ball. It's his 4th hit in now 5 official plate appearances. Thedrick Harris gets his 2nd plate appearance. Breaking pitch in the dirt by Jace Gray, right-hander. In his 1st inning of work. Sophomore from Gadsden, Alabama. Transfer from Snead State Community College. 6'1", 185 pounds. Thedrick Harris hits a ground ball to first. We got a new first baseman. A 3-6-1 double play. Harris did not mean to hit that one, I don't think. It's kind of a check swing and a well-turned double play. Reagan Tomlin, the new first baseman, starts that unusual 3-6-1 double play. And there's a flare out to second base. That is number 2. Baron Cribbs, the new second baseman. So a quick 1-2-3 inning. Noah Ward swings at the first pitch he sees, and it's a soft liner out to second base. So after a promising start with a base hit by Carson Sanders, 2 pitches, 3 outs. And down go the Pioneers in the 5th. We are through 5, scheduled for 7. We'll play 4 more half innings. Pioneers are not having a good day. 15-0, Motlow State leads. Move to the top of the 6th inning. New pitcher on for the Pioneers, Theron Lee, true freshman. Where Vol State delivers first pitch, ball one to Drew Potts, who's pinch hitting for Grant Godwin. It's a ground ball to third, and it takes a hop up on Noah Ward. Cooper Wallace will pick it up out there in left field and get it back in the infield, so Potts reaches on the error. Third error of the ball game for Vol State. I believe this is still Caleb Moran, the catcher. Breaking pitch, Moran starts to go. They will check down to first base, say he did not go. On deck, pinch hitter number 14, Parker Barrel. Out to right field, and I think that's still Cam Hodges out there in right. He makes the catch for out number one. Pinch hitting for C.J. Robertson. Parker, B-A-R-Y-L. Don't believe I've ever seen that last name. B-A-R-Y-L. Barrel is what I got. Don't have a pronunciation guide for players here. Sure didn't have a chance to ask the coach how to pronounce these names. Theron Lee doesn't get the call there, and the count goes 2 balls, no strikes. Another pinch hitter on deck. Swing and a miss. There we go. Number 31, Reagan Tomlin, came in for Caleb Gupton on deck. Fouled off to the left side. Theron Lee now back in the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count Ministries, full count. Theron is a fire science major, the son of Quentin Lee and Amy Austin. Has a younger brother, Samuel. Pops and Nana. Granddaddy Mike and a Connie, and a throw over to first base, and that gets by Carson Sanders. Runner will move up to second base. Looking at my sheet, didn't see the play. We'll see if I switched over quick enough. I can find out if, and I did not. Error on somebody. Swing and a miss, and Lee gets the strikeout. Two outs and a runner at second. Reagan Tomlin steps in. Pop up to the left side. This could be the first inning that the Pioneers put up a 0. It might be, but it won't be as a result of that, as Noah Ward is not able to haul that pop up in for the third out. Reagan Tomlin came in the top of the 6th inning. Started a 3-6-1 double play, aided by the fact that he's a left-handed fielder. Low and inside. not positive. That's Landon Luderman behind the plate. That could be Drew Plummer. Swing and a miss. Both of them have single digits, number 5 and number 6. I believe they both have red cleats. Lee looks back. There's a ground ball to second base. And a bad throw to first. It may be Corbin Overbay that's out there now, and that is. He just made a throwing error to allow a run to score, and runner moves to second base, an unearned run. Got a little tentative on that throw over. Had the ball and plenty of time to throw over to first, but threw it down in the dirt. Carson Sanders could not pick it out. Breaking pitch tapped. It'll be a tough play right there. Theron Lee will pick it up but eat it. That's off the bat of number 13, Trey Cooper, who hit for Tanner Jones. Infield single. Puts runners now at first and third. First hit of the inning. Number 15, pinch hitting for Tucker Allen, Nick Causey. Down that right field line, Corbin Overbay lays out in the grass, but cannot come up with that catch in foul territory. So unearned run in the inning. Fastball misses outside. Will Harwell standing on deck to hit for Barron Ratliff if that spot gets to the plate in this inning. Breaking pitch misses low and away. I've just figured out it's not Drew Plummer behind the plate because Drew's down in the bullpen. 3 balls and a strike to Nick Causey, freshman from Madison, Alabama, from the same high school as Caden Johnson. Sparkman High School, 6'1", 190 pounds, swings and misses. Well, the full count Ministries full count. 2 outs and runners on the corners. A runner at first will be on the move with the pitch after having a failed pickoff attempt. I doubt that Theron Lee will throw over, and he did not. A full count first pitch foul ball off the bat of Causey. Runner at first was not moving on the pitch. Carson Sanders asking, should I even hold him on? And apparently somebody in the dugout said yes. Swing and a miss, and Theron Lee gets out of the inning. Not a bad inning for Theron. Does get 2 strikeouts. Gives up an infield single. 2 batters reached on errors. So not a good inning for Ball State fielders that inning. 1 run, 1 hit, 2 errors, and 2 runners left on base. Did get 3 outs though. Has happened only twice in the ball game. I think it's 16-0. It's what the scoreboard shows. We'll come back for the bottom of the 6th. See if the Pioneers can push one across. You're listening to Ball State Sports Network on YouTube and Twitter. Tim Reese back on the Vol State Sports Network. 16-0. That's not a football score. But Motlow State has scored in every inning. 3 in the first, third, and fifth. 2 in the second, 4 in the third, 1 in the sixth inning. That is off of 6 different pitchers for the Pioneers. Cam Hodges will lead off the bottom of the sixth, facing Jace Gray on for his second inning. Plate umpire asking for some more baseballs. On deck to pinch hit is Nathan Aguilar. First pitch swinging is Cam Hodges. Here in the bottom of the sixth inning, Hodges flew out to center field in the third. Breaking pitch has him backing away, and pitch called a strike. Cam down in the count 0-2. Another breaking pitch stays high. Gray gave up a single to Carson Sanders in the bottom of the fifth and was able to get Frederick Harris to ground into a 3-6-1 dudette double play. No award on the very next pitch. It's a soft line out. There's a ground ball to short. Hodges is retired on a 6-3. As Gallardo's the new shortstop. Got a whole new infield. Nick Causey at third. Gallardo at short. Cribbs at second. Tomlin at first. Now Nathan Aguilar from right down the road. Rockvale High School steps in, and he looks at a breaking pitch for a called strike. Swing and a miss. True freshman Nathan Aguilar not playing in the field. Apparently he's got a little tender arm, but can swing the stick. Came in hitting .545, has 6 hits in 11 official at-bats, along with 3 walks. Getting on base is .643. This is the 6th game that he's gotten into, the 10th game of the fall for Vol State. Doubleheader next Saturday be the last showcase. Swing and a miss, and down goes Aguilar. First strikeout for Gray. Brings Zach Zimmerly to the plate. For his third appearance, he's got a strikeout and a walk. Starts to back away, and there's a breaking pitch, only a slider, I guess. Gets in there at 76 miles an hour. Zim fouls that one back off the screen, and he's down in the count 0-2. Luke Lawson standing on deck, hoping to get an AB here in the 6th. If not, he will bat in the 7th. Games next Saturday are in the afternoon, 1:30 and then 5 o'clock in the evening. Taps foul at the plate. It says game 1 is at USA Stadium. The other one says USA number 3. We were down there last year to play Southwest Tennessee Community College, and I broadcasted. I was able to broadcast from the stadium. I assume USA 3 is another field right down there. They do have a bunch, and Zimmerly goes down swinging. A 1-2-3 inning for Jace Gray. And Pioneers still have a 0 up on the board. We go to the top of the 7th, 16-0. Columbia State, Motlow State leads. Head to the 7th. New pitcher on for the Pioneers, number 12, formerly the second baseman for the first 5 innings of today's game for Vol State. Jack McLaury now on the mound. His favorite place on the baseball field, he told me yesterday. He'd rather pitch than hit. And he will face Will Harwell, pinch hitting for Barron Ratliff. This is McLaury's 3rd appearance on the mound in the fall. Has pitched 2 innings, given up 4 hits, no runs, 1 walk. So he gets a swing and a miss there. 2 strikeouts in his 2 innings of work. Harwell, it says, is a right-handed pitcher. Does not indicate that he plays the position in the field. From Fayetteville, Tennessee, Lincoln County High School. Getting an AB here, though. Popped up. That should get out of play. It will get into the stands and will hit the aluminum bleachers over here just to the right of the press box. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. Glory delivers a pitch he thought was on the outside corner, but called ball 3. Full count, Ministries full count. Barron Cribbs standing on deck. Came in for Ryder Morey to play second base. 3-2 pitch, breaking pitch. Catches Harwell looking. Not expecting that overhand breaking pitch. Backward K in the book. And the first out of the inning. For the second time in 7 innings in this ball game that the leadoff batter has been retired. Barron Cribbs looks at a pitch a little low or a little outside or a little both. Cribbs 5'9", 165 pounds from Dunlap, Tennessee. McLaury drops down sidearm and gets the call on the strike. Roberto Gallardo, who came in the 5th, now standing on deck. 55-foot curveball. It's Landon Luderman in the chest. Played third base in game 1. Came in about the 3rd inning, I think, here in game 2 to get behind the plate. There's a fastball in there for a called strike. 82 miles an hour. Change some speeds, change arm angles. Let's see if he drops down. He does not. Pitch goes down low in the dirt, and we'll have another full count. Ministries full count. See if he comes back with that breaking pitch. If I'm Barron Cribbs, I'm looking for it. He does, and he gets another called strike 3. Back to back breaking pitches on 3-2 counts. Jack McLaury has got a chance for a 1-2-3 inning. Has not happened since inning number 1 in game 1 for Vol State. Robert Gallardo steps in. Looks at ball 1 low and outside. He was hit by a pitch in the 5th inning. Vol State lost game 1 5-2 as McLaury drops down sidearm there. Doesn't throw it hard, but hit your spots and you can still get outs in college. And he drops down again, but not sure where that misses, and he's asking the home plate umpire right now where it missed. We are about 2 stories, maybe 3 stories. We're way up here for a college press box. I would say it's the nicest press box that I've been in my 3 years of broadcasting now. That is lifted out to right field. Hodges might have got fooled. No, he did not. He comes in and makes the catch in a 1-2-3 inning. for Jack McGlory and the Pioneers. We will head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Pioneers need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions to tie it up. You're listening to the Ball State Sports Network. Head to the bottom of the 7th inning. New pitcher on for the Motlow State Bucks, number 22, Jack Fortner, 6 foot, 185-pound right-hander from Mount Juliet, Tennessee, transferring from Calhoun Community College. He will face who has stepped up to the plate. That is Luke Lawson, who came in for Reggie Cooper. He swings and misses at the first pitch that he sees. Just missed with that offering. Lawson from Knoxville Halls High School, hometown of Powell, Tennessee. Pitch goes up and in. 5'11", 160-pound freshman, animal science major, the son of Cal and Beth Lawson. Older sister, Lauren. There's a Paw in Powell, and a Dee Dee and Nana in Knoxville. Called strike to Lawson. Count goes. Well, he's down on strikes. I thought that was just 2. That's just 2 strikes. Luke Lawson started to head back to the dugout. Come on, Luke, step up to the plate. You want to hit. Luke, 2 official plate appearances, has 1 hit in the fall. This is game number 4 for Luke Lawson. Jack Fortner on the mound and nearly hits. Lawson will have a full count. Ministries full count. Lawson has 1 hit and 1 walk. 3 total plate appearances, I believe. On deck, Connor Paul. And that is ball 4. So Lawson thought he had been struck out, but instead he draws the walk. And Connor Paul will step in, 2-way player. Paul looks at a fastball inside, 89 miles an hour. From Brentwood, Tennessee, Ravenwood High School. Shot up the middle. That will sneak through. Lawson will hold tight at second base. First 2 runners reach, or batters reach, here in the 7th inning. Of course, if you've been with us, you know that there's no chance that Ball State can score 16 runs in this inning because there is a pitch limit, 25 pitches or thereabouts. Should be Walker Strange. I don't think that he gets pinch hit for. He does not. He's 1 for 2. On deck, Cooper Wallace came in for Drew Webster in left field. Pitch in the dirt, blocked. Maybe by Caleb Moran. I don't know if that's still him back there or they got another catcher with a 4. Two balls, no strikes to Walker. Let's put one out of the park here, Walker, just for the fun of it. Oh, missed that one. That's a home run in an elevator shaft, but infield fly roll, and Walker Strange will be out. Catch is made by Causey at third base for out number 1. Just got under that one, did Walker Strange. Transfer from Lipscomb. Cooper Wallace steps in. Another of the Clarksville gang from Clarksville Academy. Swing and a miss. He hasn't had a whole lot of plate appearances. This is his 4th game. Has had 2 plate appearances, and he's walked in both of those. So does not have a batting average yet. That ball's in the dirt. Blocked. Runners stay put. Lawson at second. Connor Paul at first. Cooper Wallace swings and misses. Fortner delivers, and another swing and a miss at a high fastball. Out number 2. And Carson Sanders gets his 2nd at-bat of the ball game. 1 for 1. Pioneers looking to push a run across and shut out here by Motlow State. 5 hits. Did have a runner thrown out at the plate. Coach McGuire trying to get 1 pushed across, but Walker Strange on second base when Noah Ward delivered a base hit in the left field, but could not get across the plate in time as throw hit the cutoff man. The cutoff man threw to home plate just in time to tag out Strange. Frederick Harris standing on deck hoping to get an at-bat. That ball is foul tipped into the mitt. Pioneers down to their last strike. These Bucks from Motlow State will take on the Chargers of Columbia State in the final game of the showcase. I will not be broadcasting that ball game. Just couldn't work out the money. Swing and a miss, and Sanders will jog down to first base, but he will go down on strikes. This ball game is over. Pioneers will have to regroup. They lose 16-0 in the final game of the showcase for the Pioneers. No runs, 1 hit, 2 runners left on base. Only 5 hits in this game, 16 runs and unofficially 15 hits for Motlow State. Pioneers will get back at it at practice tomorrow at 2 o'clock in Gallatin, Tennessee, and move toward another doubleheader and a showcase at USA Stadium down in Millington, Tennessee. And Lord willing, and the internet works, and I'll have internet, we'll be broadcasting both of those games from USA Stadium and then wherever USA number 3 is, hopefully. Hopefully we have the ability to do that. And then in 2 weeks, or 13 days, we'll be at Trevecca Nazarene University for a doubleheader against the Trojans. And winding down as we are halfway through the 20-game schedule here in the fall of 2023. Those of you that stuck it out for 2 ball games, we sure appreciate the support. The Pioneers take 2 on the chin. Fall 5-2 to Columbia State and 16-0 to Motlow State. For Athletic Director Bobby Hudson and Head Coach Jim McGuire, this is Tim Reese saying so long, God bless. I'll talk to you next Saturday from USA Stadium.